going on, everyone? It's the Niskel, and I've got some bad news. I lost my save file. So what we're going to do is I'm going to race through the game really quickly. I'm just going to show the intro again, and I actually heard there's a special stage select code when you press a certain combination at the title screen here. So I'm just going to let it go through, and I feel really bad for losing anything and everything I had. It's going to take me a long time, but hopefully this code works. I mean, I've been seeing it advertised inside the actual manual and, you know, looking at the back here. But, it says here on this title screen, if you press L1, R2, and square... I'm just kidding. You get a special demo of CTR, Crash Team Racing. In Spyro the Dragon 1, there was a special demo for Crash Bandicoot 3. So it was kind of Insomniac and Naughty Dog helping each other out to advertise their games. So in this case, since Crash Bandicoot 3 was the last Crash Bandicoot game, they decided to go for their next one. And by the way, 1 player, 2 player, or 4 players? Has Naughty Dog even seen a PlayStation? But anyway, as I was saying, Insomniac and Naughty Dog, seeing as how they were both owned by Sony, they decided to help each other out in the advertisements, and this one happens to be Crash Team Racing. Now, Crash Bandicoot games were actually pretty decent platformers. Crash Team Racing is another story. Me personally, I'm terrible at the game, as shown by all my playing of Mario Kart, but anytime, I think this goes for everyone, anytime you play a newer racing game, it's kind of really hard to go back to the old ones, as shown by me running right smack into a wall when there is, in fact, a drift button. That's L1 and R1. But Crash Team Racing, it has... I don't know why it exists. I mean, I know why it exists, but I guess if you have enough characters and special items and you have something to, you know, tear yourself away from the current racer, I guess you can make it work. Me, personally, I played Crash Team Racing when I was a kid, but I don't remember it that much. And that's what I think about it. I die every time I think about it. No, I'm kidding. The Crash Bandicoot games were actually pretty good, but the racing game, not so good. I think that's all I'll go on this. So this demo, it's actually really funny. It's almost the exact same code as Spyro 1. If I remember correctly, you'll see something on screen if I'm wrong. I mean, to get to the demo, not the actual demo. No, Crash Bandicoot 3 is nothing like this. And by the way, you can fix NPC models by running into them. So if you hit them with something and you run into them, they'll immediately get back up. That's kind of unfair. But anyway, what was I saying? The Crash Bandicoot 3 demo, I actually have no idea how long it goes for. I think it goes until you beat that one level and that's your taste. This one goes for a 3-lap race, you know, a pretty generic race. And I'm really terrible at it. I don't know how I got, you know, any good at Crash Bandicoot or Crash Team Racing, because I'm not that good at them. I mean, all the older games, it seems, I'm really bad at older games now because of all the newer stuff kind of weaning me off the old stuff. I don't know. But I still enjoy playing older games. Like, I might throw in Crash 2 after I'm done with this one. Alright. So, I'm just going to keep going through. I'm in 5th, and there's no possible way I can, you know, get first now, because everybody's way too far ahead. But I just wanted to show this off. And there's one really bad thing about this demo, and the demo of Crash 3 on Spyro 1. You can't escape the demo. As soon as you start the demo, the disc thinks you have actually started the game, so there is no way to quit and go back to Spyro. Oh god, that was terrible. You actually have to reset the PlayStation, and you'll actually see, after we're done here, that there's no way to exit this. You actually have to force quit it. Like, pressing any of the buttons doesn't do anything except triangle, which switches the map and the, RPMs over there. But, yeah. Let's just pause here and get out of here. I'll meet you back in Spyro 2. Alright, now that we're here, I'm keeping my promises this time. We're actually going to take on the Crystal Glacier. I really like this level. So, enough stalling around. Let's go. Alright, getting back into the swing of things. Let's do another level. The first one of Autumn Plains. Yes! Looks like those wizards were giving them the cold shoulder. Let's see what's going on with this guy. What do you have to say?
Spyro, the ice wizards have imprisoned our leader, Shaman Tuck. Can you help us rescue him? It is urgent. He has our tickets to tonight's hockey game in Colossus Valley.
Because that's the most important thing when your leader gets trapped by ice wizards. Well, I guess the Colossus hockey games are pretty good.
If you get on the catapult, we'll help you across the chasm.
Here's one of the reasons I really like this level. The NPCs aren't just there to tell you where to go. They will actually help you across the level, and there's no other way to get to the other side without... Woo! Without the catapult! So anyway, Crystal Glacier. Another level it's actually a decent difficulty. It's the right amount of good and bad in a level, because the ice wizards are annoying because of their long range. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, 400 gems, 2 orbs, and you're looking for the Ice Crystal Talisman. And if you ever get hurt, kill the walking snowballs? Alright, right here, some explodable vases.
Watch, we'll help you climb this wall up ahead.
Oops, I didn't see that coming. I didn't think the explosion would actually melt his ice. So here we go. The little cavemen here have decided to help us up. And by the way, that first guy's name was Ouija. That's a hilarious name. I just had to throw that out there. So anyway, here we have icicle rabbits, and they just come charging at you with a giant icicle. No. Well, welcome to the second half of the level. You weren't supposed to see this yet. I might as well collect while I'm here. These enemies are called Draclets, and they actually won't attack you yet. What do you have to say?
This whole area is infested with creepy Draclets. You might be able to help us get rid of them, if you could fly.
What are you talking about? I can fly. Just give me a speedway. Okay, fine. We need to defeat 15 enemies to get up here and to fight all the Draclets. There's money bags, but I don't want to go to him yet. See, look at that! Spyro just charged right into a pointy icicle! He should be brained by now. Spyro should not be moving at all. So, anyway, let me get all this, and you can flame or charge these rabbits. You really don't have to worry about it. So, Ice Wizard round 2. You suck. Alright, be right back. Oh, wow, there's actually some gems I missed. Oh, wow, I missed a lot. Yeah, pay attention to these huts, because there's a lot of missable gems, apparently. Either that or I haven't been paying attention. So the Ice Wizard enemies, I should have mentioned in the bio, hint hint to me, that they are kind of annoying enemies. It's because their range is very long, and they target you immediately where you were. So if you're trying to go straight towards them and attack them, they will immediately attack you, and they'll hit most of the time. They're also really fast, so you kind of have to be careful. And I almost fell down there again. I don't want to do that 3 times. And then, of course, I run directly into that. And by the way, look at these little snowball guys. They're just running around, minding their own business, living, and then I have to come around and kill them. I am such a monster. Now for money bags.
Hello there, Spyro. I could arrange for you to cross this bridge for a small fee.
Douche.
Thank you, Spyro. Now I can buy that condo in Hurricos that I've been wanting for so long. Go ahead across the bridge.
Moneybags, do you have frostbite? Your colors look a bit off and... Whoa! Moneybags, do you have the Necronomicon with you? Or Necromonicon, whatever it's called. The Devil's Book. You're able to control the bones of a dragon. Alright. Now, after Satanic Moneybags is done with us, let's take out some more Icicle Rabbits and the Snow Wizards, and we're already around the end of the level where they... Did you just refreeze him? I'm gonna have to see, because the Ice Wizards can refreeze all of these cavemen. Or, Eskimos, I guess you would call them. And yeah, they refroze him. So I don't want to unfreeze him yet, because he's the last guy. That's how you finish up this level. I want to actually go get the orbs now. Because now that I think about it, this level is so short. I mean, look at this. We're only in what I would consider the third area of this level. And we're already at the end. So forget that. We're actually going to go get some orbs real quick. And I actually kind of like these orb challenges. They're actually very, very clever in how they're implemented. And it actually makes sense on why these orb challenges would exist. Which is another reason I love Spyro 2 so much. It just integrates everything so perfectly.
I lost my pet snow leopard. I was busy fishing, and when I turned around, he was gone. I hope George didn't get eaten by the Draclets.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? I don't know why this has a level 2 difficulty. This is so easy. I guess maybe if you're, like, not paying attention, this... Oh, look, there's George. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Maybe this is a 2-level difficulty in speaking. Alright, so George will run away from you most of the time, and the only way to get him to follow you is what you'll eventually want to do. You want to distract him with fish. So if you ever lose him, just look for the footprints in the snow. A very nice detail, Insomniac. Good for you. And when a fish comes up, flame it. And now George will become the predator, or a predator, excuse me. We don't want to get movie tie-ins in this. And now he will go to the next pond and try to get another fish. Gives a whole new meaning to the term ice fishing. If the fish were made of ice. That was a terrible joke. There we go. One more should do it. The old video game 3 rule. 1, 2, 3, and you're done. One more. Oh, that one came up really fast. There you go, George. And now, I love George's animation when he finally starts following you. Okay, he's gonna follow us. Thud. Yeah, come here, George. Thud. He just walks up to you and plants his ass. So he's not going anywhere. You don't have to worry about anything. George won't kill himself. He's idiot-proof, thankfully. And you just have to lead him all the way over here. I suppose you can, like, glitch him out if you really, really try, but why would you want to? Just give the man his cat back.
You found George. I'm so glad he's safe. I'll be sure to pay more attention to him from now on. All I have with me is this round shiny thing I caught while I was fishing. You can have it if you like.
Integration, I love it. So we get the first of our 2 orbs. I caught it while I was fishing. That's perfect. That would be a legitimate reason on why he would have this. I don't know why the orbs would be under the ocean, let alone under the ice. I have no idea. But anyway, I do have a piece of trivia for this level. Only this one specifically, I think, does this. But the music in the cutscenes for the opening and closing is different from the actual level music, which doesn't happen at all. Because if you go back and watch all the other cutscenes, all of them have the same music as the actual level. But this one, for some reason, doesn't. I found that kind of interesting, because I never noticed, honestly, because I really like the music that goes on in the cutscenes for this level, but I never noticed that the songs were different. So anyway, as soon as you get 15 enemies defeated, whoops, missed one, you have to fly around and flame all the Draclets, which there are many of them. Now, the Draclets, they're kind of annoying enemies. They don't hurt you, but they multiply. So you need to kill them very, very fast, because the Draclets, spit out other young Draclets to take the other one's places, like that one just spit one. But with enough perseverance.
You have saved us all from a grisly fate. Please, accept this orb as a small token of our thanks.
A grisly fate. Thank you for the pronunciation. There we go. Orb 2 out of 2. Now, I missed a lot of treasure. Let's go back and get it. I love that after you use the super power-ups for the levels, they don't automatically turn off when you finish the challenge. So it's not like, okay, one-time use, there we go, you're done. No, they actually give you a chance to keep using the power, so the Fire Blast, you can use that at any point in the level, just as long as the magic stays and you don't run out. And this flying one, it helps you get the rest of the gems, but sadly you can't go higher than this barrier here. Which is kind of sad, but hey, what are you going to do? And I love how I'm able to defy the laws of the game mechanics just because I used a whirlwind. I guess one overrode the other. One more, caveman. There you go, buddy.
Thanks, Spyro. Just hold tight for a second and look out below.
What could he possibly mean? Let's watch and find out. Wonder what that... Wow! What a jump! Look at him! Look at him go! Shoot, why did they need help in the cutscene before? They could have just jumped up there and got frozen themselves. Oh, Lord!
Ow. You'd think those guys could have got me out of here without rolling a 2-ton snowball onto my head. Here, take this crystal. I traded some hockey tickets for it.
Love that punchline. They don't even have their hockey tickets anymore. But in exchange, we get the most awesome-looking talisman I've seen in this game. That is such a pretty crystal, and I think this is the rest of the gems. Yeah, okay. So, Crystal Glacier done. A very, very short level. Oh no! I can't fit it. Okay, there we go. Oh, Insomniac. Personality. I love it. I love personality in my video games. Which is why I'm so sad that you turned... what was it called? It's now called Fuse. Whatever Insomniac was working on, it looked like the best shooter ever. And then they changed it to look more realistic, and they fucked it all up. And now it looks boring. So anyway, in the next episode, we're going to be taking a look at Zephyr, the first level that we bought from Moneybags. Because I personally like this level. So I'll see you guys next time for Zephyr.